friends, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today is the 7th update for a Beauty and the Beast project pan, which is a fantastic ladies collaboration focused on Beauty and the Beast. I have been doing super well on the project. I have been blasting through prompts, and this month I've got some really good progress to share, some not so good progress to share. There's a lot to dive into, so we're going to go oldest product to newest item. So we're going to start off with Chip. So Chip is broken packaging. So of course I'm going to be bringing in my Nars blush in the shade Orgasm. So you're seeing where I was last time. I'm honestly thinking about repressing this blush. It's getting kind of difficult to work with, and as much as I love to see pan expansion, I like ease of use, so contemplating doing that. But this blush, I have a 100 use goal on in this project. I've done 2 100 use goals in this project so far, and it's just really fun. So since my last update, I've reached into this one 29 times, bringing me to 72 uses in the project, meaning I have 28 uses left to hit my goal, which is probably going to take me 2 months, especially because I am trying to go with more of those like golden tones and more like coral blushes. So I'm wearing Luminosa today, so not the Nars. But this is where I'm at now. So definitely a little bit of pan expansion happening within those 29 uses. I am so pleased about this progress. Again, let me know your thoughts. Should I wait another month? Should I repress it? Should I just do my 100 uses and then repress it later? Let me know your thoughts and your preferences. I'll have to decide what I want to do with that one. Okay, next up was Lumiere, so a highlighting type of item. So I rolled in my highlighter here from Profusion. There is no name on this. I just know it's a shimmer highlighter, but it is a golden tone. You're seeing where I was on this last time. Again, getting into the next couple months here, the usage is really going to ramp up with this item. But I am wearing it today as both my cheek highlighter and as my brow bone inner corner highlight. So only 5 uses on it this month, bringing me to a total of 11. So I did even worse on this month compared to last month. And I do have a hit pan goal on, which I think is going to come from the using it as an inner corner highlight rather than from a cheek highlighter. But this is the point where I'm at with this product today. So again, a little tiny bit of progress. I think it's more on the sides where you can maybe see some movement, because I'm trying to go around the sides because that's where the highlighting brush doesn't pick up product the same way. But that's going to be in for quite a while. All right, Belle was next, so kind of a one-off in my collection. So I only have 2 contours, 1 cream, 1 powder. So I had rolled in the cream contour, and surprisingly, I've been enjoying using it. This is from Mischo Beauty. This is their contour stick in light. I simply rolled this in as a progression goal just to kind of see how far I could get with it. This is update 7. The finale for this project is in November. We'll see how far I do. But I have used this 35 times since my last update, bringing me to 58 uses in the project, which is to this point here. So you will see the progression. So there is some good movement on it. However, I don't need a whole, especially when I'm doing the cheek. I've been trying a new technique because instead of just going like this on the cheek, I've been doing, taking it on the edge here and doing 1 and 2. And that's supposed to get more of a lifted effect. Maybe it does. It seems to. So I've been using that. However, that does use less product. So just a little bit here, the cheek, and then down here to try to sculpt a little bit. So progress is happening, but that new technique I'm using does use a little bit less than I was using previously. And that brings me to the 2 items I rolled in new last update. So we're going to start off with Maurice. So for Maurice, one of the options for this prompt was new into your collection. So I had recently acquired the Mary Kay scented hand cream in coconut mousse. And you know what? This is a decent one. It is a little bit summery, more lightly scented, so I have been using this as my work hand cream. However, I'm going to be done work for the academic year pretty soon here. Our academic year is, July to June, so I'm almost off for the summer for a little bit, so that's going to be really nice. So I'm going to have a lot of hand creams to work on at home, so we'll see how I do. I'm pretty good at using hand cream in the office, though, because, it's dry. But anyway, this was a new item last time. It was probably filled to like here-ish or so. I am now down to here, so pretty good. Making some good progress on it. The goal is to finish it. This is a 73 milliliter bottle. It's going to take me some time to do it, especially with so many other hand creams rolled in, but that's really good. All right, the last item, I'm also wearing this one today. This was in for Lefou, so a supportive type of item. So I always wear primer with foundation. I never wear primer without foundation or concealer as foundation. Like, it always goes with something. And I had rolled this in because this is really close to expiry. Whoops. I'm not big on the brand, but this is probably the favorite item from the brand that I've tried. So this is from Dew of the Gods. So this is their Tahitian Breakfast Dewy Collagen Face Primer. So this is kind of hydrating. It's got like a little bit banana tropical kind of scent to it. So I've actually been enjoying it a fair amount. My goal is to finish it. I started brand new here last month. I am now down to here. Like I mentioned, this has been the primer I have focused on since my last update. I have reached for this one 34 times. So I've got a couple months to go to get through this, and then I'll put more focus back on my Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer in Beauty A to Z. But very pleased with that progress. Now, unfortunately, those were all my 5 items. And most of the time, I do like to have an item rolling in and out every single month. However, just with the prompts, with the things I've been rolling in, because I'm pretty far ahead in terms of the prompts, I don't want to run out too soon and have to do a finale really early. That's actually the end of it. In terms of goals for next month, oh goodness, yeah, I'm looking at my list here, and I don't know if I'll have anything rolled out next month, which will be really rough and a little unfortunate to have 2 months in a row. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, the Nars blush, I think it's going to take me 2 months to get those 28 uses, especially because I am trying to prioritize more of like the golden eyeshadows, things like that. I don't think I'm going to be hitting pan that Profusion highlight. I mean, it's possible, but I like to wear my product down evenly. I don't like to dig in it. The Mischo's a progress. That hand cream is going to take me probably a couple months. It's possible I could have that done. Like, if anything, it's going to be the hand cream, but that would be a lot of focus on just that one rather than spacing things out. So I'll see what I decide on that. And Lefou's going to take me a couple months for that primer anyway. So, sorry to have that kind of be potentially disappointing for this month and next month, but we'll have some good progress to share. We'll see some pan expansion. Maybe I'll do some repressing of that blush. Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to wrap up the 7th update for the Beauty and the Beast Project Pan. So if you enjoyed that video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe so you don't miss my next update or any of my other panning content. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.